Hey everyone, it's Sunshine here to give you some information about the lunar eclipse that will be happening today at 5:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is another eclipse following the one that we had July 2nd. The one that we had July 2nd was a total solar eclipse, and this one will be a partial lunar eclipse. So not as powerful as the one July 2nd, but it will be as intense because we have Pluto here with this eclipse. If you notice here, when there's an eclipse, the sun and the moon are opposing each other. So here you have the sun in Cancer, and then here you have the moon in Capricorn. So that's what makes it a lunar eclipse, of course, with the nodes close by. But if you notice this here, Pluto is sitting right there with the moon opposing the sun. So this is powerful. This is very intense eclipse. So eclipses, lunar eclipses are about releasing, letting go. It's about the culmination of something, something that you may have started before and now it's coming to a culmination. So that's what eclipses or lunar eclipses are about. This one in particular, there's a lot to say with this one. Let's start with the fact that this lunar eclipse is in Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn is about doing, right? It's about doing. It's about putting in the work. Saturn here is the ruler of Capricorn. Saturn is close by. It's a little further away, but I will still include this with this eclipse just because it is the ruler. But it does mean leading. Capricorn, it's about accomplishments. It's about recognition, achieving your goals. It is about following the rules and tradition. It's about taking charge or being in charge, climbing the ladder. If you think about Capricorn, Capricorns are the goat. So it is about putting in the time and effort and having the patience to accomplish what you're setting out to accomplish. Now, the unique thing about this one is we know that Capricorn is traditional, but since we have this Pluto here, it is about, doing things in a new way. So you still have to release some of the old things that are not working for you so that you can do things or implement new ways of doing things in this process. Capricorn is about destiny, or Saturn anyway is about destiny. It's about security, securing your future. And that's kind of what this is about. It's about letting go of those things that you need to so that you can have a future, you can secure your future, you can set your goals. It's about removing those things that are hindering you from accomplishing your goals. Releasing those old habits or patterns that are no longer working for you. And that's reinforced here with the South Node. The lunar eclipse is with the South Node. So it is about letting go of the old, what no longer serves you. It's about closure. It's about things, the sun shining the light on things that you did not know before, things that were hidden. Pluto, Scorpio, those things are about what's hidden, what's underneath. So this will be, a time of revealing to you. So, depending on where this lunar eclipse falls, what houses it falls in, it could indicate the areas that you may need to release, the areas that you may need to do things in a different way, the areas that you need to dig deep so that you can start anew. We know that Pluto is about major restructuring. It's about surrender, death, and rebirth and release. So those are the things that you will have to work through or to deal with during this time. There will be major restructuring with this full moon. And you can see that with the Pluto and Saturn there. Maybe these are things you've been working on. The last eclipse occurred back in January, I believe. So this could have been, something you've been working on, or things you've been thinking about the last 6 months or so, within the last 6 months. There could be restructuring of relationships, restructuring of finances, restructuring of your career, restructuring of relationship patterns, relationship habits. So it just really depends on where this eclipse is happening. That will be where the shift will be for you. Like I said before, it is kind of a weaker eclipse because it's partial, but this Pluto here is making it more intense. But also, Saturn and Pluto coming together is going to be major in 2020, especially with Jupiter going to connect with them. So this is kind of like, this intensity that is just going to continue to occur over these next 6 months or so, of these two planets starting to come together, and then Jupiter following right behind. It's going to be a very, very powerful year in 2020. The next lunar eclipse is going to be in January of 2020. So again, these are going to be another 6 months. The same thing that we reiterated with the solar eclipse. These next 6 months, work through those things. Hold on, do the work, and it will be rewards. It will be, the fruits of your labor will be shown, So again, this is a good thing. We all need to shed things that are not working for us. We all need to work through a lot of things so that we can become better. So that we can be the best versions of ourselves. There will be intense feelings and intense emotions. So, deal with those things, work through those things. If you need to let go of a toxic situation, let go, feel your way through it and let it go so that you can achieve everything that you need to achieve in life. With Pluto, we know there's endings and beginnings. There's transformation. So there will be a transformation process. So you had the assistance of the solar eclipse that happened, a couple weeks ago, and now you have this to follow. So this is just reiterating that we need to do the work. There is new beginnings, fresh starts ahead of us. If we just, follow our heart, and what we need to do, but also put in the work to what we need to do, we will achieve so many great things. So if you all have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. I will be more than happy to look at your charts to see where this lunar eclipse is going to fall in your chart so that you know what areas you need to focus on and work through. So happy Tuesday and happy lunar eclipse.